Hello everyone and welcome. There is a slogan I adopted to use in my campaign to encourage personal development, self-growth and advancement in life. And it goes thus: let's go together and reach far. The key message here, as wisdom teaches, is that if you want to go far and advance your life much further to reach for the extra mile, you will need to walk along with others so you can team up along the way to ward off any obstacles that may show up. The meaning of going together does not say follow me, but implies that you and all others must drive your vehicles of life so that together, side by side, we can make advances to the next level of life we each desire. To make this a reality requires that you change the approach from building a castle of comfort by thinking that your continued exposure to wisdom and inspiration is in itself the end result, even if you don't apply it to influence better outcomes in your life. Here's the thing: just like a popular song that on its release may send everyone to the dance floor or cause a lot of excitement to those listening and end up getting extended airplay that over time may cause it to lose its original sensation, the same can be said about wisdom and inspiration. Here's what I mean: the more you get exposed to wisdom and inspiration, but not act to create outcomes in your life, the more this simply becomes a habit, and there's a likelihood that going forward, you will not notice or feel inspired anymore by any such wisdom. Perhaps the most notable and negative response from this is that the habit of learning for you may become even less interesting and dull. The worst outcome from this is that your journey of life will simply stagnate or plateau, and you'll never make it to your extra mile or your vision. My priority encouragement to you is that beginning now, you must make a deliberate effort to notice how your exposure to wisdom and inspiration makes you feel like, and how that influences your energy levels in doing what you do at the moment. Then try to visualize how this state of inspiration could help you in most of your daily engagements to get things done. And let this then become a habit so you can train yourself to extract whatever good you experience from wisdom and inspiration and transform it into action and real outcomes that advance your life to another level. You can apply this in any of your daily engagements, in whatever ecosystem you may be operating in, such as your family, your workplace, schools or training institutions, community engagements, your business, your life plan, for example, wherever there is need to engage and get things done in the right direction. The following is some of my top quotes I selected to give me a lift along my journey to the future I desire, taken from some of my greatest mentors across humanity. The first one, arguably the most instrumental and relevant when it comes to turning your vision into reality, is this quote here: become the change you wish to see in the world, commonly attributed to Mahatma Gandhi. These words form the catalyst that got me started on building my life project CFK as a means to ensure that I take action to address my concerns in life, that is my burning platform, than simply just talk, complain or stress about it. Ultimately, I was able to develop a structure in the form of a personal strategic plan or vision document that allows me to channel my resources toward creating results that meet my needs as well as advance my life to where my vision is. The second of my wisdom anchor points is perhaps the most quoted words I've ever come across, probably you too, and goes thus: a journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. And this one is taken from Lao Tzu. These words helps me to reduce overwhelm and maintain focus by making sure to tackle one item at a time, as well as avoid throwing my critical resources, that is effort, time and money, into a multitude of tasks at a go and risk losing it all and gaining nothing out of it. My third wisdom anchor quote is taken from Dr. Wayne Dyer and is phrased this way: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. Rather than indulge in disappointment and risk getting stuck and cause my journey to stall, I turn to these words from my greatest influence ever, Dr. Wayne Dyer, to help me change view and refocus so I can understand life from a different perspective. Lastly, my fourth wisdom anchor quote comes from the title of a book by one of my great online teachers, and it says, "Everything is figure outable." And this one is taken from Marie Folio. If everything can be figured out, then that leaves out none that cannot be figured out, and hence there is no reason for worry and frustrations when things don't work out as planned. The resulting outcome is that you maintain calm rather than press the panic button, and in the process some other great and breakthrough idea will show up, and it always does for me. So as you can see, constructing for yourself some wisdom anchor points can go a long way to help you truly make the most out of your living moment and create a memorable life experience. This is something you can do to boost your motivation and inspiration to continue learning and acting to create new outcomes in your life. As I encourage you to get into this active mode of making your wisdom and inspiration work for you, I have also been using the wisdom to work on my project CFK to advance it to another level where I can influence more people in a more effective way. Therefore, I'm not just saying this to you without walking the talk on my part. For the past 3 years, CFK's activities have been dominated by live seminars at various locations, including workplaces, schools, public places, for example. And now I'm about to launch my first online mini course, marking the beginning of a new phase that will be dominated by online coaching through a membership site. It's all about motivational and inspirational education with emphasis on action to determine personal strategic foundations, that is purpose, vision, and mission, and linking these with critical resources such as time, efforts, and money to avoid any waste and to ensure that you truly establish a well-organized living structure that will yield for you with certainty a long-term ambience of feeling good built by a state of meaningful and effective living. I hope you're finding value in this, and I really wish you well in your journey to the future you desire. Thank you so much for having watched all the way to the end. All the best, always and forever.